This was a beautiful episode. This this Country of Jewels episode 3, man. This was just fantastic. I love everything about it. And I know I'm probably just sucking up and it does sound like that, but hey, well, I can't help it. It was a good episode. You get to understand things. Well, we didn't understand more about the world, but it's something that I found out that I even knew about. I was expecting to understand more about how this world works, but instead I ended up learning more about snails, of anything in this episode. And plus how everyone just doesn't really care about foes at all at the beginning. Like, Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, Land of Luxurious episode 3, man. This was a beautiful episode. And this just proves how well CGI can work if you do the right stuff with it. Like, sure, you have a beautiful CGI model, but you also need to have great artwork. The artwork itself needs to complement the background settings, needs to complement the CGI figures. Or else, when you're watching a usual anime, and you can easily tell CGI is in because it just stands out. It's like a freaking stick in the mud. You can tell that it's not supposed to be there. But however, if you do the right tones, colors, all that stuff with it, it works out well. And this show proves it, that CGI can go well with anime. You just need to know what you are doing with it. Well, anyways, yeah, snails. This whole entire episode was about foes coming back from being a snail. She was eaten by the snail in the last episode, and she was dissolved by it. But there's something about snails I didn't even know about, because I don't research snails. Sorry, I don't. But it turns out how a snail forms its shell is by the stuff it eats. And for instance, there was this red snail they showed with a red shell. It was eating rocks by a red cliff. So therefore, the shell on its back was formed to a red color. The snail itself ate foes. So when foes dissolved inside the shell, she became a part of it. And we all thought the whole entire time that the snail was foes, but technically it was the snail again. It was like it shrunk or something. And plus, after they built foes back up, it turns out that she can now talk to snails, apparently. Well, she can talk to that snail. We're not sure she can talk to all the snails, but we do know that she communicates with something. So she has discovered something new. And I guess this was a unique kind of snail because this snail came from the Lunarians' homeland. And the thing just dropped by and just attacked them. So now we have more mysteries about how the snails work up there. I guess snails are able to dissolve even minerals and even diamonds, for crying out loud. That's kind of creepy. So this episode mainly focused on Daya and her viewpoint as how she can change. Because when you think about it, she was trying to get foes back to normal, but however, it seems like nobody, and I mean nobody, cared if she was back. Everyone was like, yeah, she's better off this way. Who knows? Who cares? It's quiet now. And I'm like, Jesus, dang, no one gives two cents about this girl. Like, dang. And another thing we also found out is apparently the jewels, we know they can't die. But I was worrying that they'll probably disappear or dissolve or something. But it turns out the jewels actually, they really can't die because they even live for hundreds of years. Because having that conversation with Cinnabar, apparently she's been isolated, haven't really talked to anyone in hundreds of years. So now we understand that prospect. We now know that these jewels are destructible, you can destroy them, but even after destroying them, they're still alive, and they just need to be put back together, manually, however. So that's kind of a disadvantage. So it's like you're having immortality, but you can't really heal yourself. You really have to find your parts, majority of your parts, according to the first episode, and you have to put yourself back together again by the help of others. So yeah, this was definitely a very cool episode. Not much really happened. It had this main focus on the snails, pretty much. Focusing on how I didn't even knew that snails build their shells by eating things. I thought they automatically came with the body. That was dumb on my end for me to think that. I should have, like, come on. And the snails they don't have their shells automatically when they're born. And then again, I'm thinking the same thing for turtles. Do turtles have their shells when they're first born? I gotta do some serious research today, people, because this kind of blew my mind and stuff. But yeah, that animation though, that animation in this episode was just on point, especially with Daya. How Daya was just dodging the snail's attacks, and then how she was making her way back to the house. All of it was fantastic. And like, geez, I guess Sentai Filmworks got some serious big budget for this, and I'm looking forward to the next of the episodes, man. And I did see the preview of the next episode, and seems like they're going underwater. And speaking of underwater, it turns out that they actually can breathe underwater. Well, probably they don't breathe at all, actually, because they're diamonds and jewels. So they probably just don't breathe. They don't even need oxygen. They do break apart, so they don't have a brain or heart or anything like that. So it makes you wonder, how do they do things in a way, you know? They probably don't eat neither, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, Country of Jewels. This was a fantastic episode. I like it. Not really important, but it really did fascinate me, especially with the snail thing and the animation with Daya. Other than that, this was a pretty chill, okay episode, you know. I'm over there, I thought, Spose was gone, but no, they brought her back, and she just keeps getting lucky. That's all I'm saying. But that's all I got for this video. If you like it, please leave a like and comment and subscribe. I'd be much obliged. This is Madcrownxox, signing out.